The story of David and Goliath is one of the most well-known and iconic narratives in the Bible. It is a tale of a young shepherd boy who defeats a mighty, towering Philistine warrior through his unwavering faith, cunning strategy, and impressive physical abilities. This timeless story has inspired countless people throughout history, serving as a symbol of the triumph of the underdog and the power of belief in the face of overwhelming odds. However, beyond the captivating narrative, there lies a deeper layer of scientific understanding that can be gleaned from this ancient tale. We will delve into the science behind the battle between David and Goliath, exploring the various physical, psychological, and tactical elements that contributed to David's remarkable victory. Let us begin by setting the stage. The Philistines, a formidable and well-equipped army, had gathered for battle against the Israelites. At the forefront of the Philistine forces stood Goliath, a massive warrior standing over 9 feet tall and clad in heavy armor. His size, strength, and weaponry made him a truly daunting opponent, one that would strike fear into the hearts of even the bravest of soldiers. In contrast, David was a young shepherd boy, sent by his father to bring provisions to his brothers who were serving in the Israelite army. When David arrived at the battlefield, he was struck by the confidence and arrogance of Goliath, who challenged the Israelites to send forth a champion to face him in single combat. This is where the scientific analysis of the battle begins to unfold. One of the key factors that contributed to David's unlikely victory was his understanding of physics and the principles of ballistics. As a shepherd, David had honed his skills in using a sling, a simple yet effective weapon that had served him well in protecting his flock from predators. The sling, a strap or cord with a pouch in the middle, was capable of hurling projectiles at high speeds with remarkable accuracy. David's familiarity with the sling gave him a distinct advantage over Goliath, who was primarily trained in close-quarters combat with his heavy sword and spear. The sling allowed David to engage Goliath from a distance, neutralizing the Philistine's size and physical strength. By using the sling, David was able to generate a tremendous amount of kinetic energy, which he then transferred to the smooth stone he had selected from the nearby stream. The physics behind David's slingshot is fascinating. The sling, when whirled around the user's head, creates a centrifugal force that propels the projectile forward with tremendous speed. Estimates suggest that the stone David used could have been traveling at speeds of up to 100 miles per hour, or roughly 45 meters per second, when it struck Goliath's forehead. The impact of such a high-velocity projectile on Goliath's unprotected head was devastating. The stone likely caused a significant amount of trauma, potentially fracturing the skull and causing severe brain injury. This would have been a debilitating blow, rendering Goliath incapable of continuing the fight. Furthermore, the psychological impact of David's unexpected and unconventional tactic cannot be overstated. Goliath, accustomed to facing heavily armored opponents in close combat, was likely caught off guard by the young shepherd's use of a sling. The sudden and unexpected strike to his head would have been a shocking and disorienting experience, disrupting Goliath's confidence and decision-making abilities. It is important to note that the Bible's account of the battle does not provide specific details about the physical attributes of the combatants. However, we can make some educated inferences based on the descriptions provided. Goliath's towering stature and heavy armor suggest that he was a seasoned warrior, likely possessing significant muscle mass and physical strength. In contrast, David's youth and lack of formal military training could have been seen as significant disadvantages. However, his agility, speed, and familiarity with the sling appear to have been key factors in his victory. The Bible emphasizes that David was a skilled shepherd, implying that he had developed exceptional hand-eye coordination, quick reflexes, and the ability to accurately judge distances, all of which would have been crucial in his confrontation with Goliath. Another aspect of the scientific analysis of this battle is the tactical considerations that both David and Goliath would have faced. Goliath, as the larger and more heavily armored warrior, would have been at a disadvantage in a long-range engagement. His heavy armor and cumbersome weaponry would have made it difficult for him to effectively engage a mobile and agile opponent like David. In contrast, David's choice to use a sling allowed him to maintain a safe distance from Goliath, while also providing him with the ability to strike quickly and accurately. This tactical decision not only neutralized Goliath's physical advantages but also forced the Philistine warrior to adapt to an unfamiliar combat scenario. Furthermore, the Bible's account suggests that Goliath's overconfidence and arrogance may have played a significant role in his downfall. Goliath's taunting and dismissive attitude towards David could have led him to underestimate the young shepherd's capabilities, making him less cautious and more susceptible to David's unconventional approach. It is also worth considering the potential psychological and emotional factors that may have influenced the outcome of the battle. The Bible emphasizes David's unwavering faith in God and his conviction that the Lord would deliver him from the hands of Goliath. This deep-rooted belief may have provided David with a sense of purpose, courage, and resilience that allowed him to overcome the seemingly insurmountable odds. In contrast, Goliath's reliance on his physical prowess and the intimidation factor of his size and armor could have made him overconfident and complacent. The sudden realization that his usual tactics were ineffective against David's unorthodox approach may have shaken his confidence and disrupted his decision-making abilities, further contributing to his downfall. The story of David and Goliath has endured for millennia, captivating audiences and inspiring countless individuals to overcome their own challenges. By examining the scientific principles and tactical considerations that were at play in this iconic battle, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the remarkable victory achieved by the young shepherd boy. The interplay of physics, psychology, and tactics in this historic confrontation serves as a testament to the power of human ingenuity, determination, and faith in the face of overwhelming odds. The story of David and Goliath continues to resonate with people across cultures and generations, reminding us that even the mightiest of adversaries can be conquered through a combination of skill, strategy, and unwavering belief. Furthermore, the biblical account describes Goliath as being overconfident and dismissive of David, likely underestimating the young shepherd's abilities. This overconfidence may have caused Goliath to let his guard down and make crucial mistakes, such as leaving his forehead exposed as he advanced towards David. It's also worth considering the potential environmental factors that may have played a role in the battle. The Bible mentions that the confrontation took place in a valley, which could have provided certain tactical advantages for David. The uneven terrain and potential obstacles in the valley may have made it more difficult for the lumbering Goliath to maneuver effectively, while David's smaller size and agility could have allowed him to navigate the environment more easily. Additionally, the distance and angle from which David launched his stone may have been critical factors in the outcome. By positioning himself at an optimal distance and angle, David could have taken advantage of the sling's ability to generate tremendous force and accuracy, allowing him to strike Goliath's vulnerable forehead with devastating precision. It's important to note that while the biblical account presents a clear-cut victory for David, there may have been other factors at play that are not explicitly mentioned in the text. The role of divine intervention, for instance, is a subject of much debate and interpretation among biblical scholars and theologians. Ultimately, the story of David and Goliath is a testament to the power of skill, strategy, and the triumph of the underdog. By examining the science and physics behind this legendary battle, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the remarkable feat that David accomplished, and perhaps even draw inspiration from his example in our own lives. As we continue to unpack the details of this iconic confrontation, we are reminded that even the most daunting of challenges can be overcome through a combination of courage, determination, and a keen understanding of the underlying principles that govern our physical world. The story of David and Goliath stands as a timeless reminder that sometimes the smallest and most unlikely of warriors can emerge victorious against the mightiest of foes. As we conclude this exploration of the science behind the battle between David and Goliath, we are left with a profound appreciation for the timeless lessons that this story imparts. It is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, the importance of honing one's skills and abilities, and the transformative potential of faith and courage in the face of daunting challenges. The legacy of David's triumph over Goliath continues to inspire and motivate people around the world, serving as a timeless reminder that even the smallest among us can achieve the extraordinary.